everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monster to Mermaid. And this is Minecraft. And every once in a while, they'll pass by me and go, "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?" This is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. And here we are. Yes, this is the town of Jalapari. And we've had some changes, actually. We've had some changes. A lot of changes. Yes. The couriers are like going, "Did you say something to me?" Let's change our view. It's morning. There's some clouds in the sky, which means that there might be rain before the end of the day. And what time of day is it? I don't know that we can tell yet, but I'm going to look. That can't be right. So see where the sky is? I don't think that Journey Maps is ready just yet, or I need to go into options and fix it, and I don't want to do that right now. That's not how I want to start. The way I want to start is it's morning, and we can start by going to the marketplace, and we're walking down the main streets of Jalapari, the town of Jalapari. I'm going to cut through the town hall center. So it's now a center because it's finished. It's a level 5, and it consists of 2 buildings connected together by a bridge. Actually 3 buildings it would be then, wouldn't it? I think it might be. And this road has, I thought we had a piece here, but I might not have because I was waiting for this to be permanent, and it's now permanent. So we will be able to put in some road right here. What's going into that little square right there? I don't know yet. I still don't know after all this time. Jack has a flower shop. He's turned into a flower shop, and Eli is still selling a novelty. He is selling deep slate by the pallet. So he has a single block up, and a person, just like that, if a person buys a block, they're actually buying a pallet to be put on a ship to go back with them. That's my story, and this is the way I'm using Trade Post for Minecolonies. We have over 2 million coin, and coin is what we use for import, export, and visitors. Import, export, for instance, rare finds or imports. And let's see if we have something we want to buy. We could buy sacred scrolls. Applies regeneration to citizens around you at least most of the time. Interesting. Nah, we don't want to buy that. I don't want to pay for that. We don't need the foodstuffs, although the mushrooms would be interesting, but they're not those aren't the mushrooms you use in food. So those are not necessarily poison, but a person has to really know how to fix those. I don't think we're going to buy anything today. Definitely not buying gunpowder. We are a peaceful nation. And so Eli is selling. I don't see Mia in her shop. Her stew pot is gurgling. And over here, Rosalie is in her bakery, and Rosalie's acting kind of strange. There's Mia. Hi, Mia. How are you? Rosalie might need a pickup. Let's see if she does. So can see. No, she's excellent. So she's in good stead. She's doing okay. She's going to make some food. Look, she's already made some cakes. She's got some berries in her dish. Probably needs more than that. What was that? Didn't that look like something just dripped off of the ceiling? I wonder what that was. Maybe there was some leftover water on the canvas up above, and it just dripped just at that time. We're in the marketplace, and so far it has taken us most of the day to be in the marketplace. Let's go up to the cathedral grounds, and sure enough, there's the sun beginning to set. I think what I would like to do is to begin to look at the builders. We are at a 4.5. Are we at a 4 2/3? You know, I still think it's 4.5 because we have so many houses. 4 2/3 levels, and the public buildings and the businesses are all at level 5. The builders are all level 5, which means the stuff going on. Oops, sounds like you've got a cough there.
Right away.
What do you need? You need a black banner still? You've needed a black banner for a while. I might have to do a restart of them asking for things, but we'll check. Let's go down. I know that he knows how to make black dye. I might have changed the recipe, thinking that Violet would grow black roses, but what if she can't? What if she can't grow black roses? I think that was the thing that we looked at. Hi, Santino. That's Santino, by the way. And let's come here and let's look at teach recipe, teach, and let's teach dye. I'm almost positive he has this recipe, this one. So we'll just make sure that I didn't erase it, because she shouldn't be asking for that. These are black, by the way. Those banners are actually black banners. And so we shall see. I wonder if it's going to rain tonight. It didn't rain during the day. We still have a fair amount of clouds. I'm going to get a lantern so I can walk around for a moment. And that was Maisie that I was looking at. Maisie is the lead builder. We have 6. And we still have 6. And let's do them in order because Cash is right here. Cash is second builder. And we can come up here into his shop. And most people who play Minecolonies know their builders, because they have to interact with them so much that they should know who their builders are automatically. Interesting. YouTube chat is saying something unusual. Yes. Oh, that's right. He's doing weird stuff. This is the first time that I am actually going to be making having the, not me, and that's the interesting thing, not me, them making, is that not on all the way? It's not. Making some modded pieces. This botanist workbench is a modded piece, and we have Cash putting in a villager flower shop, and so we need that modded piece. We need a couple of pieces. Now this piece of furniture is going to be made by Juliana. Juliana does that sort of thing. The spruce lattice, both of those are going to be made by Juliana. Let's go over to Juliana and see what we can get her to make. I think that he will be able to make it. Wait, this is Juliana. Juliana's sitting right here on his porch. And let's look here. Let's go to Cutter first and see if there's anything here. Framed spruce plank. And it's oak and spruce, and she doesn't do that. That is what Marcos does. We have 3 carpenters, and Marcos does that. Let's go to teach recipes and teach. And let's teach the botanist table. So it's not that. Okay, Houston, we're going to have a problem. Let's get the real name from this list. The list, Kenya. The list. So let's come here. It is Botan. And a hanging. Wow. all sorts of really interesting things. So let's come back. Let's teach. B-O-T-A-N. And there it is. Botanist workbench, which is beautify. And there is the recipe. So we need a piece of wood. I'm going to take a piece of her oak. And we'll put it here. And then go back to teach. Because we need to have the wood that we want this made out of. And there we go. So let's do that. And there we are. So she knows how to make that. There's something else on this list. And the lattice. Let's have her make the lattice. So let's come to here, crafting, teach recipe, and this is lattice. L-A-T-A-C-L-A-T-T. There it is. And she's going to make spruce lattice. It's also beautify. And is it the right wood? It is. Ooh. Because it uses logs. So let's have her make that. And then the hanging pot is going to be Dixie. It's going to learn how to make that. And then we need some pieces. The hauler. Let me see who makes a hauler. Let's teach recipe crafting. Didn't I teach her how to make a hauler already? Let me see if I did. Does not look like it. There's another mine. No, it does not look like it. So teach recipe. Let's see who makes a hauler first. Who makes this? The glass blower. Ooh, a glass blower makes it. Okay, I might have taught that to glass blower already. Let's put this back. We got this from here. And it's nighttime. We're just filling in some recipes. Let's go over to the glass blower Liberty. She's closest. And we can take this street and go down here. And we're passing Ivan, who is one of the druids that we have in town. And I don't need to have that up anymore. I might have taught her to make a hauler, but we're going to look and see. Teach recipes. Let's come down here. She does not know how. And so we're going to teach this recipe to her. It says glass blower is the one who makes it. And sure enough, she now knows how to make one of those. Let's see what else is on the list. And a hanging clay pot. Now it's still saying that Maisie, that's what's the matter. That's why she hasn't gotten it yet. It says, let's cross back through, we're crossing through the city tree farm right here. And we're going to come back over to, this is Marissa. This is the Fletcher. And we're going to alter one of the recipes. So down here we have a recipe for a black banner. And let's see if I can find it, because it has the wrong kind of wood. And so we're going to take it off. Let's come here and look. That's green, blue, and that's what's holding things up. And that's gray. That's made with a stick. And there it is right there. See that netherwood stick? Remove that. Teach recipe. Let's teach banner. I've picked the wrong stick for making a black banner, and that's what's holding things up. Teach. All right. So now Maisie will get that banner that she needs. And one more thing to check. And there's the hanging pot and then brick stuff. And so we can, oh, well, we're closer to violet. The sun is coming up. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We're going to cross back through. There's Josie. Josie, by the way, is lead druid. She is first druid, counselor druid. And because the city has a city council, we don't need a light right now. And we're headed over towards Violet. And Violet is right here. She is in a part of the sugar farm. She's the flower shop owner, but she's essentially, oh, that's interesting. I just realized she's actually an industrial flower shop where she grows everything for the builders and everyone who needs flowers in town. We could actually have a little flower shop, although Jack is really acting like a flower shop, isn't he? Yes, indeed. Let's see if Violet knows how to make this dried kelp block. She's asking for it. Wait, why would Violet be asking? Violetta is asking for it. A dried kelp block is not Violet. It would be one of the chefs. And I'm going to come down. This is the closest chef. Wait, I just saw red. Oh, but it's morning, so people are going to come in.
Hi.
Come eat. Hi, Luana. Oh, really? I will work on it right now. I didn't actually get
Can
her.
I help you?
Yes, I will work on it. Can I go by? Are you just going to stand there? Okay. Luana is, in fact, and I think, whoa, look at how much food here. Okay, she has too much, and she's not using this. I wonder why she's not using this. Isn't that curious? Let's have them pick up. Request pickup. And let's have the courier come and take some of the food that she has there and take it to the warehouse. Oh, look at people sitting. Yay! What are you saying, Alea?
I'll take care of it.
Uh-oh. Alea's got eggs on her. Let's look at her inventory. Sure enough. And a chicken. And we'll take these off. I don't think they eat seeds. But we could take the seeds just in case. Let's take the seeds just in case. And we'll take them back to her farm so she can eat. Sutton is here eating. And Jaziel. So Sutton and Jaziel are the two sugar farmers. And they're both having breakfast this morning. We're taking the eggs and the chicken back to Alea's farm. She's a chicken farmer, one of two. And look who we found. We found one of our pigs. So let's take this and put in here so that it can be picked up. And hey, you, let's take this lead. I know, I see you. Wait, don't run. And let's come here. Let's come through here. Come on, you. Come on, come on, come on. Come, come, come on, come on. There we go. Okay, close this. And let's come this way. Let's open this gate. And let's go then come back here. So since we're here, why don't we right quick look at the new farms that we have. So these are Anyanka's Old English farms right here, and we have the three animal farmers. We have the rancher and the dairy farmer from Trade Post, and the rancher from Minecolonies. And then we have, is that gate open? What's that gate? And then we have the pig farmer, who is Brendan right here. And then we have Amara.
What can I do for
Hi,
you?
Maisie. Here, Maisie. Let's look here. Amani. I'm sorry, Amani. Am I still holding on to you? There we go. And then we have Amani, who is the shepherd. We're going to have another set of people here. We don't need another shepherd, but we do need another dairy farmer. And so we have
What's it today, then?
Bryson, and I believe he is the brand new dairy farmer. Yes, he is. And we also have a new rancher, and that is Alessandra right here. And she is the new rancher. And so this is the new farm at the end of this field. So you remember this field. You remember that there was a wall here. And now the animals that come into this area are now handled or harvested and taken care of by this farm that's here. So because we added another farmer, we needed some more housing. And so we now have a level 1. Let's see, this might be it's up to a level 3. Yay! And Josiah is working on this. Josiah is one of our other builders and is working on, no, I'm not going that way. This is being worked on, so there's only so much that I can do here. So I don't want to do too much until that is a level 5. This is a level 5, and so we have done some things here. This is a Shire level 5 farm, and let me make sure that that's true. Is this Shire? Or is this Shire Editions? Let's look at the build. It is absolutely Shire, and it's level 5. And the reason it's showing all those materials is because I've changed some things with the build. So let me come up here for a second. Let's come to here. Yes, let's go up into this is the barn, and you can see that they have hay stored up here, and there's also a crane to bring hay down. They have some other storage. This is a dairy farm, so it looks like they have some extra storage for milk and cheese if they're making curds and things for the chefs. Now we came out the different door, and this door is outside of the field and goes to the other house that's being worked on. And let's look here and see level, and it's not being worked on. So we're going to have Josiah work on this when he is done with the house over there. We're working towards level 5 houses now. While there has to be this part of the build, we've got this fence right here. But when this house is finished, this fence won't be here. We have a fence here to keep the animals in, and this goes right to, is that a hauler?
Hi.
No, that's not a hauler. That is the, this is for Pipkin. Pipkin is our pet parrot, and that is Pipkin's stand right there. And then the wolves, of which we just saw one of them, that's Rude Wolf, and the other one is Floof, and this is their doghouse right here. This is for the wolves. Cannon usually has the door open. This is a monument to the first wolf, who didn't have a name, but he was our first wolf. And this is a monument to Polly, the first parrot. And both of them are gone. But is that you, Floof, or who is that? Come through. Yeah, I see you. Is this Rude Wolf? Yes, this is still Rude Wolf. Hey, baby, where are you? What are you doing? So this is a part of Trade Post, that we can have pets that don't belong to us. They belong to Cannon right here, and we can see the pets that we have so far. and Floof is out of range. This is Rude Wolf here. So let's call Floof back. And there's Floof. Floof was too far away. So we called Floof back, and Cannon was checking. And there's Cannon, who trained the animals to work with the farmers. So Pipkin, she looks for saplings and berries and things like that. Hold on. And Rude Wolf and Floof. Hi, Cannon, do you need something? No? Okay. Oh, it's sunset. Okay. And Cannon and Floof help with help the animal farmers with their flock. I think Rude Wolf is assigned to the dairies, and Floof is assigned to the shepherd. And we're still in farm country on one side. This is farm country to the right. There's Pipkin. Hey, Pipkin. Did you find something? Not today. Oh, you dropped it off already? Okay, all right. And it is sunset, so she's going to head back. These are two fishers are standing together. That is Madeline, who is one of the first four, and she is counselor fisherman, and then Dennis, who is the second fisher. In the style Old English, Anyanka has made two fishers be in the one house, which is really nice. And I'm going to cough. The coughing is not helping. Hold on for a second. And we can see the sun going down just that quick. Wow, just that quick it got dark. Let me put on a lantern. I have a lantern, and I'm just going to light it and hold it. I have decided to stay in this time period. So my other cities have all been sort of steampunk cities, where we had modern kitchens and electricity and things like that. We don't have that here. We're staying pretty much in a sort of medieval theme. I think around the time that light and rail, street lights made out of lanterns and rail existed at the same time. There's the moon. And so when people are in their houses, they're actually using candlelight, and the stoves are burning wood or coal, and in the winter, and for cooking, and yeah, and all the manufacturers are manufacturing in the old ways for the time being. So we looked at Cash, and we looked at Maisie. We didn't actually look at Josiah. We talked about assigning him another house to build, but we didn't look to see what's holding him up. So I'm going to come back down here past the fishery with the two fishers and past Nikolai's place. Nikolai is working in the climate-controlled greenhouses, which are part of Gardner. Is it called Gardner? Let's come here. I'll show you for a second. Let's come to here. Let's come to here. Let's get the build tool. Let's come here and look. And let's go to the build tool for a minute and look and see. So Trade Post is mods. Trade Post is mods for Minecolonies. They mod Minecolonies. And one of them is Greenhouse Gardener. And that is Ayer and Anyanka. And the other one is Trade Post for Minecolonies. And then the other one is Warehouse. And it should be down here. These are kind of alphabetical. Small colonies, style colonies, it's Warehouse. It's not there. I wonder if that one went away. That one wasn't included. So Greenhouse Gardener was included, but this is what I noticed. What I noticed is Warehouse used to be here, and Warehouse isn't here anymore. So this is actually a built for the builders to build things, and that's probably why Warehouse isn't here. It's included in the design of warehouses now, and all of that is, those are mods to Minecolonies, not just Minecraft, Minecolonies specifically. And so we will put away our tool for just a moment. So let's come here and let's make the tool go away. Nope. Yes. Tool go away. Go away tool. So we don't see the border in the background. And we still have our light in our hand, I think. Nope. Now we do. And so we were going to Josiah, and we got interrupted again. Oh, by the greenhouses. Yes, we did. Thank you. And let's come here and look and see. Josiah is the one who needs the framed spruce, and he needs it from Marcos. Marcos is doing spruce woods. We have 3 carpenters, 2 industrial, and 1 furniture carpenter. And Juliana is the furniture carpenter. I just picked up eggs. Let me come here and let me get these out. Let me get the eggs out. I actually picked up meat and fish. Wow. I picked up a lot of stuff. Do I want all this? I might have to drop those off at a stash box. But we're going to walk through for a moment. That's a visitor. See the shoes? If they're wearing shoes like a player, that means they're a visitor. Maggie Abel. Wow. Blaze powder. Interesting. But she doesn't want to be here. Did you see? She's not a fan. So we won't even bother with her. She's just visiting. We don't have any Abels here, and that might be what's the reason why she's not a fan. Because she doesn't have any relatives here. Sometimes visitors are looking for relatives, some visitors are actually looking for their kids that they put on ships when their town was attacked, and if they survived, they go and search for their kids. And in the past, we've actually found parents. I don't know that we've done that recently. This is Marcos, and we're going to have him make that particular recipe that he needs. Wait, we don't need this. We need a cutter recipe. Teach recipe. And there it is, the framed spruce plank. So we're going to teach that. And look what he's got there. Cyan brick extra, which means he's making shingles for one of the roofs, and I think that's the leftover from doing it. So we're down here, and we let's see what Wade is working on. We saw Josiah. We can go and check on Violetta when the sun comes up. We're closer to Wade right now, and so let's go and see what he's working on. We're passing through the town hall and passing through the marketplace. The market. And this is Wade's shop here. And is this? Yes. This is a level 5, and we've actually done some modifications, put it in some modded furniture in Wade's shop, altered Taylor's design a little bit. And to make it fit into this town. That's usually why I do it. If I didn't like the design, I wouldn't build the design. So I love the designs of the builds that I choose. I love them. But I want them to fit into the town in a specific way. And so I changed some things to make them unique. And he is not working on anything. Ooh. Did you see one of the druids visiting? This is Jack and McKenna living here. And
Good to see you, mate.
Oh, Ivan. Hi. Ivan's one of the druids. And let me come here for a second before I go away. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on me that I've picked up. And I have it in my backpack. Maisie, yahoo! The school is finished. It is a level 5. Excellent, excellent. And that means that she might not be doing anything. And so we're going to look and see what she can do in her area when we're done. But let's come to the backpack for a minute. I'm going to put this away for now. I've got some nether quartz ore, and I've got some deep slate iron ore, which were ordered for me by Gregory, who is the import-export courier. He's a logistics specialist, which in Minecolonies is a courier, and he ordered those ores so that our researchers can do some research. I hold on to the bone. We do have a tome. It might be for research, and I can check and see. These, the leather, the oak, and the wool are for teaching, and then all the other stuff is for decorating, including having some of these wonderful tables and some things. And then these are some pieces that we put together, and these pieces are still here. I could put them in a chest in the town hall. That's an interesting idea, and I think I will do that. Now I'm not going to, it's morning. I'm not going to put the ores that I need for research in the stash box because they'll disappear. We've got cookies, and there it is. There's the hauler, and so we can put the hauler where it belongs. And then we've got these deep slate ores and nether ores, and we will take them to, no, you can't bring your pets in, and so the pets can't come in, so that's why they're outside. And let me close this gate so they can't come in. And I'm going to go to, he's shopping. This is Jack right here. And Jack, let's see what the rare finds are. I wonder if the trader brought some of these things. Look what we've got. Let's come here. That's my light to indicate that I need to take a drink. Hold on. Ooh. I'm really getting to the point where I need to do more than just drink. Where I need to actually stretch and do some things, sort of look at something else. We've got a supply camp. Wow. That's the first time I've seen one of those in the diamond. This is diamond level, this is gold level, and this is silver level here, or iron level. And we have Violet can grow ferns, so we don't need that. We have a potato farmer. We don't need clay, and we have a tree. We have 2 tree farmers. Stuck. I'm not going to be able to rescue them, I don't think. Shoot. Can I get to them in time? Phew. Really, trader? Seriously? Oh, and he's off the lead. I don't think I can get them down off of this. Let's see if I can get them down. I don't think you can take them, can you? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let me bring this one out since they're off the lead. Can I get them to come out? Let's bring them out. and put them out here because they're off a lead anyway. So we'll put them there. Whew, that was close. That would have been terrible. I don't like them suffering like that. I think I might have done this wrong, but we'll see in a minute. Well, maybe not. Do I have two together? No, I don't. Okay, so let's take the white one. Put back here.
Yeah, I heard a whistle that time.
And you're up on one of these too, so both of you are loose.
Okay.
Let's bring this one down and bring them back here. Now they can't get into the farms and get into the food, so we'll make sure these are closed so they can't get into the little gardens that belong to the others. I'm going to have these two pieces of wool go away, and we'll put away this. We were on our way to the university, but I wonder if she's asking for bowls. Something's happened with the bowls. We might need to have them make more bowls. Maybe the bowls are old and have gotten used and there needs to be more. And did you see that red? I believe that's McKenna. So we'll do two things. Let's come up here and see what McKenna needs and what she's working on. What are you working on? You need nether brick wall. I thought I did that already. I thought I taught that. She's working on the stonemason. So Dixie is going to make the nether brick wall that you need. We're going to go to her right now. Wow, I moved away just in time before she started coughing. Again, I think you need to go see Pedro, the doctor, or Tatiana. Remember Tatiana? Not Tatiana. Estella took over that doctor's to be the doctor in the clinic. We haven't checked on that. That's what Violetta is working on. And we can go back and check in just a moment. But Dixie right now. Dixie, what you doing?
What is it?
Why are you standing there? Let's come down, bring her off the furniture. Were you trying to reach something on top of that shelf? Or you were putting that chiseled up there? Okay. Okay. Well, let's come here and let's teach recipe. Not that kind. Or maybe this kind. But let's come here and let's look at the cutter and see if this appears. No. So nether brick wall is actually a Minecraft recipe. And so it's going to be here. Nether brick wall, and there we go. Nether brick wall. So we'll teach that. She knows how to make nether bricks already. She does. Hold on. Get this way. And nether brick. Sure enough. We'll teach that to her. And so this is what who is this?
I'll take care of it.
This is Hattie. Hattie is gatehouse keeper. Down, this is facing west, and there's a gatehouse at the end of this rail in this direction. And so she's riding the rail. This is actually the train station right here with Thatcher. Thatcher is the train master. And all his doors are open. I wonder why your doors... Oh, not all of them. There we go. And so let's go this way. You have to be careful of the rail. This is the entrance to the warehouse. Now, we added this entrance. There wasn't anything in this part. Anyanka, the designer of Old English, had a window here, I think. And so we put this in to connect the warehouse to the rail right here. And let's come down here. We have another entrance or another exit out of the rail tunnels. And this goes to the mechanic and to the glass shop. And so they are right here. These are wild pumpkins. that are still growing here. That is so interesting. And this is Liberty and Giovanni, and that's the mechanic Giovanni, and Liberty the glass cutter. And then down here, our brand new clinic, farm clinic, has broken into the rail tunnel. We're going to repair that when the clinic is a level 5. Now, Violetta is working on this clinic, and that's who was asking for something. Let's come. Yep, sure enough. She's asking for seaweed. Did I ever go down and get Brian to make it? I did not. So we'll go there in a minute. This is Jazz here, Jaziel. And Jaziel is the sugar farmer. And then this is where Violetta is, right here. Let's go in the door. And she is waiting.
If you say so.
And are you actually standing in this? We call her. Let's get her out of the hut block. And I'll say to her, I will work on getting her some dried seaweed. This is the hot and humid. This is hot and humid, hot and dry. This is the hot and dry greenhouse. So we're growing peppers and we're growing chickpeas in here. And this is, Aiden is the horticulturalist who is managing the shop. And the farmer is Brian, not Bryant. Brian. Bryant is where we're headed for right now. People are going home. When the sun's going down and people start going home. I'm going to put up a lantern for a second. Let me look at myself for a minute. I don't have a place for a lantern. Put this here. And so I can have the lantern be up while I'm walking. Because it's dark in this area. I probably need a street light right here at this corner. I haven't put one in. It is dark in that area, and we probably should put in a street light. So we were supposed to be coming to Bryant, who is the chef here, and we got interrupted by Luana being upset about something. We'll leave that door open. Bryant is actually in a frontier style. This is frontier style level 5 chef's kitchen. And we're going to teach him to make dried seaweed. And there it is right there. So we teach the recipe, a mechanic or a chef. And so we're gonna have the chef do it. And there we go. So they now know how to make that. So she will get the materials that she needs for the hospital. She's supplying the hospital. This is the this is Luana's kitchen right here, and I am leaving behind the counter. And why I was stopped for a minute was because I knew that these were facing out. These are facing out so people can help themselves to drinks here, and you can see cups sitting there clean so that people, while they're waiting for their food to be served, can do that. There's some place settings set. It looks like Luana is getting ready for breakfast, and she set some place settings already at the dining hall. This is the farmer's dining hall, and this is one of 5 dining halls that we have. We have 5, and because of that, we had to increase the number of farms that we have, especially durum wheat. When we had only one dining hall, or 2 dining halls, when we had 2 dining halls, one field of durum wheat was fine. But as time went on and we increased the number of dining halls, we were not reaching the amount of durum that we needed from this field, And so we added 2 more fields and another farmer. The farmer is Catalina, and she is down with the climate controlled warehouse. What we did was to not cut too much into the forests. We have some old growth taiga forests on the east side of town, and to not cut into them, we ended up putting a couple buildings on top of buildings. So we put, who's the farmer? I just said her name, didn't I? That it's Catalina, and I am correct. We put Catalina's farm shop. This is her shop right here. And then we put her farms on top of the sugar farm. This is the roof of the sugar farm, which is next to the rail. And you can see the rail right there. When, like I said, when the clinic is done, we will repair this roof on the rail. And we added 2 more durum wheat fields. Now the interesting thing was, there was a point when I looked at this field and I thought it could be expanded to, did I just put that, did I just give, I think I might have just given that, I think I did give them the lantern that I had in my hand. Not this field, because this field is I can't see the decoration, but this is a different field. Oh, it might be an OG, an original. But this is definitely an original field. And at one point, see that 8 westward, that you could expand the field out to a level 8? Well, this one was changed back to what it was supposed to be, where the maximum for this field is a level 4. And so one side was already expanded, and that's this side at the time, but she's not growing. She wasn't doing anything with the area that we expanded here, so we just planted pumpkins so that it wouldn't be bare. And but she has a full durum field that she's working on, and she is located on top. This is an arcology building on top of the Shire farm building here. Now I can go into this building where the Brian, who is the farmer here, there's Brian. Hi.
Okay.
Josie, do you need something? You look very nice in your iron. Josie is making rounds, checking on everything. This is Brian's farm, and Brian takes care of the controlled greenhouses and also has 3 little fields. I think he has 3 little fields as well. Let's look at the fields. No, he only has 4. This pepper field, we're not growing any peppers, wait, belongs to Catalina. We were supposed to give Catalina this field right here, so that she had 3 fields. Actually, it's more like she has 2 fields. She has 2 small fields and a large field. So we're giving her the bell pepper field that Brian was doing. But Brian has enough work, as we saw. And so that part is done. Let's come down here. Do I want to make a real path here, or just have it be this work path through this area right here? We could actually pave this with pavers. We could put in pavers and have that be paved. I might do that. Let me do something here. And let's take this and go on in this area, because this would definitely be places where people are. Let's put this on top of here on that side, So what we were doing was we were going inside. Brian has a bed back here, but he likes sleeping in one of the houses with the other farmers in the neighborhood, and so we're going to use his bed. Shouldn't we have a curtain? Doesn't seem like there should be a curtain here, doesn't it? Ooh, why don't we do that? Well, it's sunrise. Let's go to sleep for a moment. Yay! Look at that. Our glass blower successfully improved their recipe for glass bottle. So the small bottle that the honey... Oh, look at this morning. 4 days. We have 4 days to find out what's going on with the fields. It is the warm field, the hot and dry field, that is missing something that it needs. And so we're going to come here. Let's come here and let's go out and see what it is that is missing from what Aiden needs. He's the horticulturalist, and he needs something in order for these fields to be worked on. Now it's early in the morning, so he might be okay. Let's look here. 2 days ago. Ooh. Okay, so the Aiden might have taken some time off, and we'll see if the problem is supplies. It is not supplies. These dried sponges are the sponges that he is using for the for here. Look at that cucumber. I wonder if that means that that's food, that's like lunch. And then we do have magma, which is keeping the place hot. And so he just hasn't come to work in the last day or two. He probably had 2 days off. And he should come to work today. We'll keep an eye out so that we don't run into losing the crop in the field from the field climate not being held to a steady level. And I'm looking, everything seems to be fine there. I know I have all this stuff on me, but McKenna finished the stonemason, and we know that that stonemason is only like a level 4. I hope it's a level 4. Let's come down and look, because we need it to be a full level 5. This is Dixie down here. So we're going to head down to where we have the new stonemason. Our Brooke is our lead stonemason. We're going to go through the train station. Thatcher hasn't arrived yet, I don't think. Oh, yeah? Oh, there's Thatcher.
What is it?
No, that's Keyshore. Keyshore is our ores smelter, and he is just checking. Maybe he's looking for Thatcher too. Let's come here and let's come to Dixie. Yes! It was a level 4 she was working on, and now we're going to have McKenna finish this building by bringing it up to the full level 5. See those end stone brick wall pieces? So those are some things that are going to be made. Let's upgrade the building. Let's look and see if we have any end stone. This is recipes, cutting recipes. Let's look here and see if we have any end stone recipes here. Teach recipe. Let's teach end stone wall. Was it brick wall? I think it was. Let's teach this. And the other piece was something else end stone, which I'm not going to be able to see right at the moment. It might have been slab. Let's teach slab just because we can. Now, how do they make this brick? They make it like this, and we'll teach this. I think that Brooke knows how to make that. If Brooke does, we're going to take it away from her. I'm trying not to duplicate too much. Crafting, let's teach. Nope, it's got 2 things there that is this is what I'm looking for, cobblestone. Let's come down here and see if we see any end stone recipes. She's got a lot of specialty blocks, which is why I'm not necessarily concerned about her doing end stone. It would be better, and this is sand. It would be better if Dixie does it, and Brooke agrees with that. So here it is right here. Remove that one. And let's see if that's the only one. I see those. I just don't want them to overlap. Sand. Did that look like we had that twice? Possibly. I think that's going to be the only end stone. And I think that is correct. And so yeah, so there you have it. And this is why we're having Dixie do some of the recipes and not having them be duplicates, because Brooke has a massive amount of recipes that she's working on. This is one of the little villager places. This little villager house was put in by Wade, and it's all set to be lived in. We could take down this right here, and I think I'm going to, I still haven't gotten to the university. How long have I been on? I've been on a whole hour. A university. I needed to go to the university. Let's come here. We can do those landscaping things later. I'm going to go down into my lair. I might as well describe it as a lair because I haven't done anything with it. It's not like it's a beautiful place. It is the leftover of the supply camp for Old English, and I'm going to change into a little mermaid. And let's go to survival. So we're going to have hearts. And we can see our hearts right there. And let's go up. The reason I'm doing that is because we're going to go to the university. And I would like the university to not be too, I don't want to insta-build or insta-research anything. I love the way Minecolonies works. And I want the this to be, oh, we started putting in a walkway here to cut across, but it's not done yet, but we started. Yay. And let's come through. This is the main university building. Both university buildings are level 5s now. So we could go over to Dar. This is Hayden, the dean of the university. We could go over to Dar in the second university building. And we could have him do the build. I get so used to it, but I wonder if it's annoying. I should ask Vincentius if it's annoying to hear the sound. But of course, if I bring it to your attention, then you'll hear it all the time now, right? Let's come here in Dar's office. And there's Dar. Dar just arrived to see what I was going to do. And let's go to research. Let's look at civilian and see what we needed. It was cookies, and I made a mistake because I actually need some supplies that are in the other university building. So we'll have to go back to there and do it from there. And then the researchers, Dar is here. Is there anyone with you? No, he's just here by himself. But these classrooms are used by everyone. And remember, I was supposed to be fixing this, making this library back into the library that we had. And so, but I appear to be working on other projects quite a bit. This is now the dormitory for That's interesting. Oh, it's on this side. Okay. It's like, why is there only one if this is a level 5? And there it is. So this is a flipped, this building is supposed to be like this. And it's one of the reasons that I wanted to build this design. And we're using this as a dormitory. And I was on my way to the university building. And this evening, that looks like Mia right there, going to, and it says City University. Let's change this to Jalapari. This is Jalapari University. Jalapari is an old language word for mermaid. And here we are. Let's come here. It's Hindu. Well, it's kind of, because it's part Hindu and part, there's another language, and when I looked it up, it wasn't exactly Hindu. It was a Hindu derivative language, which came first, chicken or the egg, language that had that word, and so I liked it, and so that's why we have this town. So I'm here now. Let's look and see. I don't have enough of these rabbit's feet. We're having who is it? Kamala? I think Kamala is doing rabbits, is farming rabbits, and she's going to get me some of those. We need books, and we need 128 books, and I haven't requested those yet. I don't think. Yep, they're on the list. The hauler, we have another quartz ore. We were supposed to make a mushroom base so that we are going to have a pet pig that goes out and looks for mushrooms. We do have a mushroom farm, but I'd like to have a pet pig as well to do that. And so we still have rabbit's feet to do. We're not ready to have more than 100 people. We can, but we're not ready to. And then down here, the opera, we need, how many cakes? 27, which is a full chest of cakes. But we now have enough cookies. So we have enough cookies now for a full saturation. We're bringing citizen saturation up to 5%, plus 5% per meal, and this will help people stay fed. We're not doing the one above the level 5. We're probably going to do theater. We've talked about this before, because we don't have enough guards. Based on, we're not at war, but the amount of guards, the relationship of guards to people is based off of war. And we don't have war, so they're not going to be as happy because we don't have as many as we need. So this is the reason why we choose happiness as the one max for this level. When the time comes, we're going to choose that. But right now, we're going to do food. And let's look and see what else we might want to do here. We don't want them to stay up later than they're staying up. And we have all of the health points. We have a master's degree for the kids. The kids go up to a master's. People know how to swim. We could do some more for our for Luna, who is our undertaker. We could give her some more skills. We'll do that later. And then down here, you do one or the other. Since we're not at war, we didn't pick band-aids and things. We picked resilience, vitality, and we need 32 golden apples. I don't think I have that on the list. On the temporary list that I have for here. Let's do 32 golden apples. We now have the cookies, and yay, we are done with cookies. Yay, team. Okay, and that's on our list. And so we need golden apples to finish the health healing saturation, and so we want to finish this healing saturation, and we can do that, but we need golden apples to do it. So that is civilian. We're not studying combat yet. We do have some combat that we've studied, so we could have the sports center for the university, and but we're not going to look at that right now. Technology, because we've done all that we can. When we have students, we will do some research just to do research. And it's good. It's a university, so they should know about everything, including war. They should know about it so that it can be avoided. And builder molds right here. We have, I don't use that. That's another one. When the time comes, if I need them to research and there's nothing more vital that we need to research, then they'll learn these other recipes. But right now we still need amazing veins, and that's any gold ore, and we apparently do not have that yet, and we need 64 diamonds. So let's turn this over. Help turn me over. Let's do 32 gold. Let's do 64 diamonds. And that is gold ore, 64 gold ore. I think I have iron ore, but not gold ore, 64. And those things will give us the maximum amount for the mine, up to 50% more. And then the maximum amount for the tool durability, it's 25% more at level 5. If we were going to do something in this area, we probably would do mother lode to get 100% more ores. And that would be something we would need 64 diamond ore. And I know on the other one needs cakes. I would choose that one out of all of the ones that we have here. We don't need them by the time we get to this level 5. We don't need the block breaking speed as much. Heavily loaded, we don't need more research, them to know how to make more. If they don't have enough inventory slots, we'll build bigger buildings, build more. They don't work in the rain. And this is block breaking speed. We don't have to worry about that at level 5. And so the one thing that I do want is the mother lode. So we would do that. Perfectly insulated, 64 block of coal and copper ingot, and we don't have the 64 block of coal yet. We should have the copper already, and we'll look at that. And then these warehouses, we are not having these warehouses, but we will study them when the time comes, when other things are finished. We're not going to grow kelp. We're not going to grow the nether funguses, and we're not going to grow glowberries. Those we're going to import. Wow. We could, Oh, should we do the crops or the mine? We might need to do the crops. Ooh, what a choice. I think we might need to do crops. I think we do. Because we have so many dining halls. So we will probably do, and look what that is, 2,048 wheat seeds. Now we know that's really easy to get. Because wheat seeds is the thing that there's always so much of. We can think about podzol later, so we're kind of finished in these areas, except for perfectly insulated. And I'm pretty sure that we have the copper already, and we just need, I want to look for a second. Right here we have some things. Yes, we have the copper. We have some things here in case we need to do some stuff. And so let me come here. That was technology that we just did. That was technology that we were in. Wow. We are almost done with the research that makes a difference. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do the farm, the magic compost, so that they get 125% more crops. I definitely want that. Now, let's go to the new one, economic. Hi, Hayden. This is Hayden, who is...
Right away, mate.
Yes, how are you this morning? Who is our dean. And let's come here and let's look at economic, which is trade post for Minecolonies. And we exotic pets. I've never seen one of those before. Ooh, this might be interesting. We need a gold trade coin. I think we have some, I don't think we have a gold coin here. 32 bamboo and 32 kelp. Ooh. And 32 kelp. Kelp has to be imported. Bamboo we are growing now. And we need 1 gold coin. Fantastico. And let's see what happens when we get this. That's going to be interesting to have more pets. Right now this unlocked the pet shop. And this is how we get different pets that we would like to have. And that'll be fun. And then here, bottomless inventory. We've got a bunch of things here that we're not ready for yet, even though we could, but purchase common or uncommon items as many times as you like while they're available. We needed 2 diamond coins, and there's 2 diamond coins, and ender chest. So I'm going to go and ask for these things, an ender chest and 4 emerald ore. Ore is the hard thing, to find it before they process it. Interesting, okay. And that's bottomless inventory. That would allow us to buy. We don't need the buyers right now. We're getting a lot of tourists, and we're fine. Meticulous disassembly. This is one that we have the ability to do. We have a level 5 now, a chance to recover enchantments from recycled items. And so we're going to learn that. That's for trade post for Minecolonies. This is 2 hours. This is the recycling center. So we have a composter in Minecolonies, and now we have a recycling center in trade post for Minecolonies. Wheeler dealer is all about tourists, and I can work on that later. I'm not going to work on that right now. And fast track exports things faster to their destination. Now that is an interesting one, and I like the idea of this. So let's do 128. Wow, 128 powered rail. That's a lot. But this is level 5 stuff. Powered rail and 30 coin. And okay, so we're good there. And then white glove service is one of the ones that we can do. Antique shop increases the rare finds. And we need a diamond coin, chorus fruit, and 4 end rods. Yeah, that would do it all right. I don't know that we have any of those. 4 end rods. And chorus fruit. Is that 3 chorus fruit? That looked like it, but let's click on it. 8 chorus fruit. So these have to be imported flour. Not fruit, flour, and a diamond coin. And there's all the research stuff that we're going to begin to ask for in order to get some of these other things done. So there we go. We've looked through all of that. Thank you, Hayden, for that. Can I borrow your house for a minute? Let's come up here and let me change back into. Got some things on me I'll leave with them, but I'm going to change back into a little mermaid, actually into a full mermaid. And McKenna is done. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa, McKenna is done. Let's come here in this space and let's go back to having our full powers as a mermaid. And thank you. Thank you. So I don't do it in public because in the past, other town councils have told me that it's very disturbing when I do, and so I do my change from land person to a mermaid and back in private. So I'm going to put here in the inventory here these. Did I see any need for this? I've got this in 2 different places. So I wonder what I needed this for. We have gold ore, but it's not enough. I think we need more than this, obviously. And I think I put it down. Yes, there it is. So we only have 16 and we need 32. And the extra cookies now we can let go. We do have diamond. Yay. I don't think we need this, but I'm going to hold on to it for a minute or 2 more. And the hauler, we're going to take and set down and where it's needed. Let's get rid of the cobble for a minute. And the cookies can go back to the warehouse. So let's come down here. Let's check on the market. The sun's going down. We're going to check the market for rare finds. And we're going to assign McKenna to do something that now that we have a full set of 2 masons, 2 masonries, we're going to have McKenna work on housing. She's going to be the first one to start working on housing. She and Maisie are both going to begin to work on housing. Maisie sort of started already in respect to the fact that she was working on the dormitory, and this is where we would order the things that we need. Why don't we start with the golden apples? Golden, E-N, apple, and there it it is right there. Golden apple, and we need 32. 32 golden apples, so we'll request that. We need 64 diamonds, and we can request 64 diamonds. No, not that way. This way. There we go. So there's 64 diamonds. And we can't fit 2,048 wheat seeds in the request in the inventory here, so we have to order it in pieces. And I'd rather do the bamboo, the kelp, and the 1 gold coin. So let's order those first. So we need 32 bamboo, not again, B-A-M-B-O-O. And then we need 32. And request that, and then we need 32 kelp. And we'll request that. And then we need 1 gold coin. Request that. Did I request the kelp? I did. And so we can let those go. Was it kelp or was it dried kelp? Did I make a mistake on that? Maybe it was kelp. The other thing that we can do is the diamond coins. We can order some diamond coins. So why don't we order, how many do we actually need? We need 2. So why don't we order 5 diamond coins? A-M-O-N-D coin. Can we order it this way? C-O-I-N. There it is. Let's order 5 of these. Request that, which means, and let's order 5 of these. Request those also. And that's all we're going to do for right now, is just order those things. It's nighttime. Let's look at the trades, what the trades were for a minute. Hello, Jack. What did you have to trade? The fishing rod is enchanted with luck of the sea and lure 2 for 1,080. And the enchanting book, we're going to take this book off 10,000. Yikes! That's an overprice, but that's what Ta'ana, the Mermaid Nation, would pay for a book anyway. So we're going to take it off of the market because it's a war book, and we take those off the market. The fishing rod is an interesting thing. Let's take that. We grow bamboo, so we're not going to do that. We're still looking for the bone. We have to take off the market too, for the skeleton's sake. That is part of our treaty with the skeletons, that we give them back their remnant. If we find where people have found their bone, we give it back to them. And I don't see anything else. I could use empty maps, but we can make those. So I don't want to buy them. And so I think we're there. And bamboo, we grow bamboo, thank goodness, because look at that price. 10,000 for 2? I don't think so. So let me see what our, yep, we're still at over 2 million in coin, so we're fine. I'm going to get 32 coin to put in the, let's withdraw that. I'm going to get 32 coin to put in the university for them to use. And in the stash, what did I just get? I got this. I'll put that in there. This goes back to Ta'ana and the bones, so I'm going to hold these in my backpack. So we're going to add the bone to here, and we're going to add this Smite book. Aqua Affinity is our book, but we're going to add the Smite book there, and then that just gives us these 2 pieces right here for right now. So where are we at? There we go. Vincentius Primus, everybody, sitting behind me. And what do I want to put here? What do I have on me? Trade coins, yes indeed. Let's take the coins and give them to the university. And these are going to be coins that they need for research. And so we put them here and add them to what we have. And they have more than enough right now, in case we need some for research. And so now we know that McKenna is not working on anything, and we're going to have McKenna work on, these are going to be the first of the housing she's going to work on. We're going to have her work on these 2 apartments so that we can get this floor finished. I know that Anyanka didn't leave the floor like that. So let's come here and let's look at, and that'll be funny if she says, no, I did. So let's come here and let's go build options. The builder is McKenna. Upgrade the buildings. So there's one, and we'll have her do both of them. This is the other one here. Notice the doors are missing. That's from working on the downstairs piece, the Cairo's excavation of the nether mine, which is what is coming through right here. So we'll see what happens after these 2 are brought up. So McKenna is going to finish. This is the last 2 nested buildings, huts, that are in the mystic site, the cathedral. So the cathedral has like 5 different things nested in it. It has these 2 apartments right here, and then the hospital, the main hospital. Pedro is the doctor, is right here. The enchanter Genesis is on the other side. She's right here. And up above in the upstairs area, we have Mallory, and I didn't see that. Okay, so this is now a level 5. So we're going to change this. This looks like what do you call it? Fluorescent lights to me, especially at this time. Now, in some places, we are using them as magic light. The enchanter can have one. Places where it seems like they're researching that kind of light. But here we want candles. And so we've got some good candles. I'm going to take down the iron column here. We'll take down these holders right here. I think I could put that holder on there. We'll find out. In case we need a smaller candle, and in case we want to put sconces up, we can put these sconces up. So let's take this off, and let's start by putting sconces right here. There's one we can put there. And let's take that one off and put a sconce there. Let's take this off, and let's take this and move it up one to there, and let's put the sconce right here. Okay, and one more on this side here. Now this part right here, I don't think I'm going to put one. So we've got those lights for here. Look at this, isn't this nice? Ooh, this is the choir loft right here. And this is beautiful. Cool. We have, that is going to be very interesting. We could put something like a, oh, she's growing. Look at this, wow. She's got all sorts of things growing up here, look. Isn't that cool? And then this is her widow's walk. This is Mallory's widow's walk in the cathedral building. Look, the sun is coming up. Wow, look at that. The view from the Widow's Walk of the sunrise. There's the moon set. Ooh, gorgeous, gorgeous. And let's come around and see. Yep, this is the full Widow's Walk. And we'll go back inside here. And I'm going to need a lantern, I think, for walking around, and I am not holding one. So let's bring this piece and we'll put this back. Let's get, oh, did I give it away? I might have. Do I not have a single one? I think I gave it away. Remember? I think I did. I'll have to get another one from the warehouse. But for right now, we're going to be really careful and go back downstairs. And I don't want to put any lights up there more than what she has, because this is, that's not supposed to be lit. I think some of that's nether and mushrooms and things like that. We could put a light. Remember, there was a light right here, so we could put a light in the corner. Let's see if we can do what I want to do here. Now, this is Dawn of Time's light post right here. Can I put, this is actually a macaw's lantern. Let's see what happens if I put it. I can. Yay! Excellent. Da, 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 da. Oh, I definitely like that. Ooh, here it's raining. It's raining in the daytime. So we can leave that light, and we have the sconces.
I'm singing in the rain.
And Mallory is singing. And so we're coming down the stairs. We were looking at the things that were nested. These are all level 5s. Do I want this growing here? I think we're going to take this away. So I need 4 rods, because they got those rods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to give them back. And I just did 3, 4 vines.
Look at that. That's some bad weather we're having today.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I hear that. So I'll take those and put them there. Now, if I wanted to right here, and I think I actually do, because it would
Hello
be
there.
really kind. Hi. It would actually be kind of cool to do that. I'm going to put in tall candlestick holders. Yeah, I think I am. What's the matter? Oh, okay. For a minute I thought she was red. In order to do that, I'm going to need a piece of white wool. And let's put it here. Let's take some of these pieces and put them here until I get a chance to do something with them. And let's look at, we could use those, or we could use the gold. What's in here? Hi, Wade. Wade, you don't have anything to do? Is that why you're here? Okay. We could use gold. And why don't we use gold for the tops of these? We could use copper, or we could use gold. We have the little ones. We could try a little one. Let's put this back. The sconce is back. And put this back right now. And let's get some gold. Let's come here. Come here. There's a courier. And the courier's going, did you want something? No, can't do it that way. Gold candles. And here we go right here. So let's take this one. Let's take 2 of them so that we can put them back. And let's see how we want to do this. So right here, let's take that away, and this is going to be interesting. Hopefully no one's going to come while I'm doing this. I'll have to do something about downstairs where that is, because that's going to show through. And there we go. So this is a tall candle holder. And what happens if we put this one on? It looks like that. That's nice. Let's see if we put this one on. Ooh, which do you like better? I think I like the little one better. So this is Macaw's candle right here on top of Dawn of Time's candlestick. And that looks, I like the way that looks. So we'll use that. Let me see. You can see there, that's what it looks like. Let's do another one here. And I have to be careful because people are walking. So we'll just do it that way. And bring that in, and then let's go up to the pulpit here and put the other candle. Oh, didn't put it on top. That one right there. Take that off. And so that gives us that. Wade moved up. He's like, what are you doing? Oh, he's like, oh, okay, that's nice. Isn't that pretty? That's modded. And these are modded pieces. So we can put the candlesticks back. I took them all out. We didn't have any gold, I think, yet. So I might have to put these two right here. And we're pretty full in our backpack, aren't we? We really are. And then we can put the wool back that I use. Let's go down into the, which is where we should be going anyway, into the Undertaker's area. These are the catacombs down here, and this is one place, absolutely, so I put those away too soon. Right here, right next to this piece for Luna, we're going to put in some candlesticks here as well. So let's come here, and let's do one. I only need one candlestick, thank you very much. And I'm going to do the iron ones, the short iron ones. So right here, same as upstairs, except I want to put it in the corner right here, and let's put the candle on top, and there we go. So we have one there, and let's put another one. That one gives a good amount of light, but we do need another one here. Why don't we just go ahead and put it on the other side? No, that's something she's doing. So I think that's the only place that we can put it. Oh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love it. That is beautiful. I love this design. This is the graveyard, the catacombs for Old English style, underneath the mystic site, the cathedral. So in the basement, and look at all these tomb areas here. And this leads to the outside. This goes outside where we can see it's raining. What? Okay, where's the closest place I can go? Let's rush across to the dormitory, and let's use one of the beds in the dormitory. There's more than enough beds here. So let's come up here to the level 5. Let's go upstairs here. And there's a bed right here. And we're going to use this bed for right now. Thunderstorms are dangerous. We do have lightning rods, but we still have to be careful about it. Do you see that view? What in the world is that? Oh, it's the Widow's Walk. Wow. It's the Widow's Walk of Mallory's Tower of the Cathedral. Can be seen from that window. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. Let's look here for a second and see some things. So we didn't get another warning about the climate controlled, which means that Aiden came back to work and he actually did his job and got the climate under control in the climate controlled greenhouses. McKenna completed one of the apartments, and she's completed both of the apartments already. See how fast they are when they are when they're actually level 5. They can be so fast. Let's go downstairs, and we are going out. And I think we were on our way to do something when the rain. We were taking a tour of this, and sure enough, the stairs are missing from here again. When it was finished, and this is now finished, but these aren't the stairs that we need. Oh, there they are. This is what we need. Let's take one of these, and we need them to go right here. And I think we need them to go on this other side right here as well. Sure enough, these are gone again. So we'll put these in, and that is fine. So this is the way down. Ooh, interesting. Is this a level 4? Is one of these not finished? Let me check and see. I think it's a level 5. I think it is. It is absolutely a level 5. That is an interesting piece right there. Having the light be there like that. I would almost want maybe glass or something over this. Isn't that curious? Let's close this. I almost like it looking like a mausoleum, this part right here. I like this. And so we'll close that part. And that part's okay. We were going to look at this too, and we were going to decide that we didn't need as many of these lights. Remember, we are peaceful, so I didn't want as many of the lights in here as we have. I think I need those two. I need those, and I'll take those two, and there's only one here. And that's fine, and now the steps match. And let's go now back through here, and we're going to take a moment and look at the finished nether miner, and that is what this is right here. Look at this, back to its glory. This is in my story, this is an ancient ruin of a witch's city portal, and you can see how gorgeous it is. Look at that, it's just so beautiful. And we haven't decided what to do with the dirt walls yet. We'll see what we want to do with that. We might just leave them. But this is Cairo's embassy. He is the nether miner, and he chose to excavate that ancient nether portal and make it his embassy, make it his place where he goes into the nether. And right now he is paused. At least I hope so. Yes, he is paused until we need him to go in. I don't like having them running all the time because I get concerned about their level of health and things like that. So we're going to go upstairs here, and we're going to see what McKenna did. McKenna was working on this, and sure enough, how interesting. So these are now level 5 without doors. The doors got taken away, and this part is here like this. So what I decided I was going to do with this was to cover it. And the question is how, and with what, and why. Let's look at the town hall for a second. Now they do have this wood in the town hall entrance. Let's take a piece of this back and let's decide to use this here. So we had already doubled this. See, there's a double amount there, so that we could put in whatever we wanted to put in to the floor right here. So I'm going to stand here. I have to be super careful here about that. That's the hut lock right there. And I definitely do not want to accidentally hit that. It would make this entire building not usable. So that's one of the things I have to be careful of. See, so I had lowered the ceiling downstairs and replace all, just to make sure that we could do this when the time came. And there we have it. And so we're going to continue along here. Now she probably wanted it to be this way, obviously, but we're, like I said, we're making it ours. We're making it ours, and this is what we're doing with it. Let's bring it to here, and then we'll bring the brick up to here, and and this right here. This is this walk area. This border up to there. And so now it looks like this. So they have a wooden floor, and we could do wood floor through the whole thing. That would be curious, wouldn't it? Yeah, I agree, Pedro. That would be wild. But right now, this is what this looks like. Let's get some doors on these apartments, and we'll change the floor in here. You can see the vanilla version, the kitchen, and living spaces here. Hi, Pedro, am I in your apartment? No, I'm in Cairo and Mallory's apartment. What are you doing? You're visiting? Okay. Door. That's what we want to do. So let's come here. We're going to put away this. This is all in the building, so we can put these pieces away. Let's take the candles, and I'll just hold on to them for a second because we're going to go upstairs and see, but for right now I need doors. So we could either use the spruce door, or we could do Macaw's doors, because he has these inside doors. We could do these spruce door here, or we could do the dark oak door. That might look good. Or we can come down to the biomes and use some of their woods. If there's a nice door that we see here that we might want to use, and I don't think so. We used the red doors already. We used these red doors at the sports center, and they look really good. And so we liked using them, but I don't think we want to do that here. I don't know that I want to do the mangrove, but I could do them. I don't think so, because they have a hole. Yeah, I don't want to do those. This is a public area, and these are private homes here. I think I'm actually going to do this. What in the world? What is that? Something's happened. That is different. That is a Minecraft dark oak door looking like that. That is a change in a dark oak door. Whoa. After all these years? Wow. Now, I don't know whether this is a change from Chroma Hills. Wouldn't that be spectacular? Oh my gosh. Whoa. No, it has to be a Minecraft change. Okay, so they're going to come in. Do I want them to come in this way? Yes. So the door opens that way, and the door opens that way on this side. And so that's the two doors. I love the new door. Oh, that makes me want to look at the others. Let me look at this one and see if there's a change. Yes, look at that. The doors in Minecraft have changed. Wow, after all this time. Oh my gosh, that's spectacular. Now that is the spruce door. And let me look at the oak door. Let's look at doors. Doors, DR. Now the oak door was always really cool looking. And the birch door, let's look at them for a minute. The oak door, that's pretty much, but see that top piece? See that, what do you call that? The part that connects the door to the wall, and it has those pieces at the top and the bottom. That's been added to this door. And let's look at this door. This is the birch door. Yeah, and I had noticed this door looking like this. So this is something that's been for a while. These doors were changed a while ago. I don't use them that often, and so that's why I didn't notice. These are the doors that I usually use on the insides of buildings. This is Macaw's doors, and they look like doors that you'd have in your house. However, these are not in the house. These are in the cathedral, and we are going to use the dark oak door, which just looks perfect for the cathedral. And that is how that's going to be. And we put in this wood, and I think I even want to put it to here. And we'll continue to change this slowly but surely. But let's put this in here. Remember when we went downstairs, we were supposed to be looking at the ceiling to see where this was, where we put in those? Let's go back and do that. Oh my gosh! How long has that been like that? That I'm just noticing now. Isn't that wild? I'm going to come down here. I should have some panels that I can cover these with. Sure enough. So we're going to cover those with panels that I have in my backpack. And I, in fact, do have this panel. And I do have a cobblestone panel. So we'll take these down. And sure enough, the ceiling is made out of this. So we're just going to cover that. Now we could bring it across in a line to make it look like this is some kind of thing going on here. And I think I'm going to do that since I had to put it there. Let's go ahead and put that full line across right there. And then it looks deliberate. It doesn't look like it's hiding something. And let's put these back in the backpack. So I want, this is a stone and this is stone brick panel. Let's put this back here. Let's put the cobblestone panel back. We have some other panels you can see for use. And we're good to go for a moment. And we were putting in candlesticks. We don't need anything in here, that's for sure. It is lit. This is definitely lit. And we're fine with the way this looks. Notice we have an actual druid station. Anyanka has placed, Anyanka's the style designer for Old English Style, which is on Planet Minecraft. And this, she likes to have all the druids. What time is that? Oh, interesting. She likes to have guard towers positioned in all of the locations. And these guard towers in the Mystic site go up with the buildings that they're attached to. And so we can put down the grate. And we have spent a lot of time here. So we're going to go up. I really do love those candelabras. I just love the way they look. And here. Now this, yeah, I'm not going to make it any easier than that for them. There's another one growing back. Is it growing down here? All the way down from here? All the way from here? All the way from here? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't want those growing this far down. She can grow them up top, but not there. 12 vines. 12. And let's put this here. Apple cider vinegar from Greenhouse Gardener. Apple cider vinegar. Let me see how it's made. Cider. Apple cider vinegar is water, sugar, and an apple. Nice. It's probably to make salads with. Cool. That's cool. We can make apple cider vinegar now. Now the apple cider is Farmer's Delight, and it is something that they can. Nope, they can't make it. So see that there? It doesn't show the chef. But the gardener does show the chef. So even though it's an add-on, it actually is incorporated into Minecolonies in a way that they can use it. Let's put these here. I think I'm going to put these here for a second and see if I want to go and put something else in. It's kind of dark in her place, isn't it? Doesn't it look like she should have some? It does. So let's bring this over. Now we're going to give her the ones like the ones downstairs. The ones that have the iron tops to them. So let's put one, nope, put one on the ground here. And put the light on top. And I think she only needs one. But 2 would be nice. She is an enchanter after all. Genesis. So we'll give her the full treatment here. And there we go. So she has that. That looks really good. And then in the doctor's, where the doctor is, we can do sconces. So we can do a sconce here. And let's get a sconce. And we'll put this in. And one of those, and one of those. Okay. Let's take the sconce and let's put a sconce right here. Like that. And the sconce. So that's over the 2-bed part there. I think that's the only one that I'm going to put in. I think that is. It does look like there should be one over each of these. So we'll put 2 there. That's going to light up the place and make it pretty bright, isn't it? It's like, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you do. Pedro, where are you eating? Oh, look at that. Okay, we'll have to find out where he's eating. I see someone who's sick and they're going to come upstairs. And there they go. Is that Luna or Luana? Hi, are you going to bed? No, that's Yasmin. One of the bakers is, no, one of the chefs Yasmin is one of the chefs, and she is sick. But Pedro will take care of her. Let's put these away for now. I need to take this over and put the hauler working location, a pet working location. Put the hauler over for... I don't think I can come out here. Yeah, I think I have to go out the front. Wait, can I actually not go out? No, because this is up high. See? It's up high. But I can... Oh, I thought I could walk through, but I can't walk through either. Interesting. So this is me still learning about this huge building and seeing that. Let's go down this way. We can take this corridor out. This is the catacombs corridor, and there is Luna, and there is Mallory, and both of them work here. Luna is the undertaker, and Mallory is the alchemist. And we're going to come through, and we're headed for Cannon. And Cannon is in the farm district next to the animal farms. He is the trainer, the pet trainer, and he trains the animals that are pets in the town. Josiah, how are you doing? You're doing okay? Good. And so we're going to give him this hauler. Now this is Pipkin's perch right here. So I think we can put the hauler right here, right next. See what it looks like? So it's different from the perch. And now we use that, and we'll put that back. So then things that the three pets that we have, we can do that with. The other pet that we want, remember, is a pet pig. And for the pet pig, so that they can look for mushrooms, for truffles, we need 16 beets. Our light went out. We're gonna request 16 beets. And that way, and we need, those are regular coins, but he gets the coins. We don't have to get the coins. And the cost will be deducted from the marketplace balance. But we do have to provide the beets for it. I don't want to have any other pets right now.
How's the work going?
Yay! We can have... Yay! He added it! A pet cat! I'm sorry. That was one of the couriers. The work is going good.
Yes.
I didn't mean to ignore you. I was saying, yay! He added a cat. So we can now have a cat if we want, which would be wonderful. Pet cat. That would be so fun. I don't know what they do. Let's see. Other animals are simply animals designated as pets are trained and can be assigned jobs. Other animals are simply livestock. And when we have them, it doesn't say what they do. It just says that they are pets. And we could have some pets if we wanted to, like have a pet cow or something like that. But I think the only thing that we're going to be interested in is possibly the cat, but I don't think so. Definitely the pig. And we would have to, and this is an interesting thing. Now, the wolf is not being attacked, but we don't have any, the druids wouldn't attack a wolf. I don't know that Minecolonies protects wolves. I mean, protects the people from wolves. I don't think wolves attack. Yay, Josiah! Josiah finished. I'm concerned about putting the pig in with the other pigs for fear. Yep, see? added this piece right here, so we have to take that away. And let's come in here. Josiah just finished working on this, and we need to bring this up to the level 4. So Josiah is going to continue working on this building right here to bring it up to a level 4. Let's come down here. Oh, harvesting is going on. We're going to come through here, and we're going to the other farmhouse, which is here. Oops. And let's look. And this is a level 4 already, and Josiah is going to build it up to the level 5. We are now ready to have these buildings be level 5s. Now I'm going to have to watch the food production just to make sure that in fact the food is there's enough level 5 foods for everyone so that they're happy. Shall we fly? We're going to fly over top for a moment and just come out to the street here. So we have enough housing now. Should we put in the other farm? Why don't we do that? And Josiah can work on it. We're gonna add a steampunk piece, and let's get our builder tool. And let's come here. We need this showing. And let's come up here and let's change to steampunk. Steampunk also has a nested dairy farm, and so when we go to husbandry and we look at the cowhand, this one right here is nested. So there it is, but you can see the space that it covers, and this is what we want. We want it to cover this large amount of space, and when it's a level 5, it's going to have these pieces. So when I put it down, I have to be careful about where I put it because it's going to put those pieces in. Now we've got a problem, Houston, because I need it to be facing this way to overlap this field right here. So that seems to be that we would need to put it like right here. Right here. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to drop it in right there. So let's come to here, and let's bring this down. And let me look and see. So one of the trees is going to get damaged, or I'm going to have to do something about it. Hold on for a second. Let's come bring this all the way down. And yeah, it would be here in this corner right here like this, which is a perfect place for it. Here's our problem, right here, this tree. I could move this tree, and I think that's the best way to do this. So let me take a piece of tree here, and we're going to replant this tree, guys, move out the way, right here. So right here, we're going to bring the tree up into the leaf area here. So here, bring it all the way up to there. And that should hold this tree when he starts cutting to make this. So let us come here, and we can see this is a level 5, this farm. And I know they keep getting on top. Let us assign a builder. So we're going to assign a builder, and there we go. And let's assign, we have a problem, Houston. Let's put a little bit more of a piece right there so that they can't use this to get over top. So we're going to put that in. Should I put it in stone, or should I use wood? Maybe I should use wood there. Yeah, let's use wood. They still can't get over, and it's not as harsh if I put that like that. and I think I'd like to do that. They can get up on top, but they can't get through. And that's perfect. And then let's come here where everybody is. Excuse me. And let us do build options. The builder is going to be Josiah. Build building. So after he gets done with the houses, and actually I'm going to stop him from working on the houses for a second so that he can build that first. So let's cancel the upgrade here. And now we can have him, no, cancel until that farm is done. I think that's what we'll do. Cancel it until the farm's done. Yeah. So let's come through, close the door, and let's come over here. And so now we know that he's going to work on this. And then over here, where I don't have any way of getting over this except to do this, let's cancel this build for now. Cancel the upgrade, although that's a level 3, so that should be upgraded before the level 4 is upgraded to a level 5. And there we are. So we are going to have a new farm, a new dairy, and a new ranch hand. So we'll have 3 ranch hands and 3 dairy farmers in order to deal with the things that are needed. How'd you get in? You got in? No, you can't go out. Let me get a lead. There's a lead right here. Let's take this one back in. Come on. Come on back in. Come on. Come all the way. Thank you. And take this off. Now I know that's going to happen from time to time. That's fine. I don't mind doing that every once in a while. And Rude Wolf and Floof are here, and I still don't have, you know something? We should probably go to sleep. Let's go into this house. Can I get up here? Yeah, let's go into this house for a second. There is a person asleep here. See, there's a person in that bedroom. But there is another bedroom here, and we're going to use it for right now. I'm going to sleep right here. So Josiah had finished bringing these up to a level 3 and 4, and after he gets done with the farm, he'll start working on bringing these up to 5s. And let's come out. It's morning. And right here, we're going to come through, and we're going to head back now to, there goes Cannon. Cannon's coming in for the day. Do I want to do the pick right away? I can ask for beets, and that'll do it. Why don't we take this road? Ooh, is this Floof? Let me see. There's Floof. There's Floof. There's Floof. Hi. Hi, Floof. How are you? Your ear's back. We're going to go to the marketplace, and we're going to look at some things that we might want to get, and also see in the stash box if we got the pieces that we requested, so that we can do some more research. And so we'll come down here. If you notice, the people are actually dressed for the summer. Oh no, no, no. Oh, that's wild. Look at that. It looks like he's ascending. Wow. I wonder if that's Cohen. Okay, I'm going to have to get out. Oh my gosh. We have someone caught in the Matrix. So the only way to fix that... Mr. Villager! Mr. Villager! Hi! How long have you been there? You've probably been there a long time and I haven't looked. Hi! I'm going to bring CurseForge up. And I am fine. Thank you. Evose, how are you? And let's come here and let's go to Let's see if anything's been done since we've been on. Nope. And so, Mr. Villager, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to have Neoforge load the launcher. And we'll do that. And now the launcher is going to load the game. And we're playing 21. 21.1. And let's look and see what Mr. Villager is saying for a second. Cold. Oh, that's right. It's winter. We're in the summer, but you're having winter. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and now the game is up, and we're going to load the world as soon as we put down CurseForge for a second. Put CurseForge and load Jalapari. Mr. Villager, I was going to ask you, I noticed that the doors, the Minecraft doors, look different. And it's like, when did that happen? So I can show you, and you can kind of see it. Actually, let me just do it with doors for a second. I'm just going to do it right here. It's most noticeable. This is when I noticed it. Right here, doing this dark oak door. But I'm going to do the spruce door and the, we could do this, the oak door, to see, now that the room is a bit emptier. It's a bit harder. Look at this. Look at this door. See that, God, that word is I've completely lost that word. But the piece that makes the door swing in and out. Look at that added piece right there on the door. This is an oak door that hasn't changed in 1,000 years.
Hinge?
Huh? Hinge. Thank you. Thank you, Vincentius Primus. Hinge. Yes, the hinge. That word was gone. And look at this one. This is the spruce door. Look at this line on the spruce door. It's hard to see in the sun. Hold on for a minute. Let's go over here in the shade. Yes, a hinge has been added. So let's look here. So see right here? Look at this line. This is the spruce door having this added piece of bar right there. Isn't that crazy? And here's where it's really noticeable. This is the dark oak door. Look at what it looks like. It has never looked like that. Look at this. That is the new dark oak door. Tell me it's been like this forever. It probably has, but I am just noticing it today. Isn't that wild? That's the dark oak door. Now, you know the dark oak door has always been that solid dark oak piece with just the hinges and the elaborate thing. You mean it has a 3D model? I guess that's what I mean. I'd have to go back in time and find the original door so that you could see the difference in those doors. But it did not look like that. It didn't have this bar across. Hi. I think that was Genesis. It didn't have this bar across here, and it did not have those steel posts through it. And that and all the doors have some little change like that, which is just really kind of wild. And he says it's been like this. Well, where have I been? I know I don't pay attention sometimes to some things, but that just seems like, why didn't I notice that? But I haven't used any dark oak doors recently, have I? I don't know that I have. I don't know that I've put them in, and I might not have noticed with the oak and with the birch and with the spruce, but I absolutely know that that dark oak door was always just a solid dark oak, with none of those none of those bolts and that extra bar and those kinds of things. It's kind of surprising that I hadn't noticed. Yeah, it's surprising to me too, believe it. Because I'm saying, but it has to have been there this whole time. That's very odd. Vincentius?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a timeline change. I really do.
You're missing words?
Hmm?
You're missing words?
Not the missing word, the changes in the Minecraft doors that I had not noticed. I haven't updated Minecraft. The doors. The doors in Minecraft have changed. And everyone's going, nah. They've always been like that. The dark oak one is suspiciously different, isn't it? Look, Vincentius. This is the dark oak door now.
No, it isn't.
That is not what it looked like.
It's certainly not a vanilla dark oak door.
It's
I don't remember what.
no, that is a vanilla dark oak door. That's the thing. That's a vanilla dark oak door now. Isn't that wild? He said it's not a vanilla dark oak door. It's like, yes, it is. It absolutely is. That is the vanilla dark oak door that we're looking at. Let's go here. Let's go to doors. Abso-freaking-lutely. Dark oak door. You can actually see it. You can see it in the JEI. Is that what it's called? JEI? But it's chroma native, unfortunately, not a vanilla. But it's a texture bud. Okay, now wait a minute. Does that mean that... But I haven't updated Chroma Hills. That means that it is a... So Chroma Hills and all mods work off of Minecraft in a way that if Minecraft changes something, then it gets changed in the mods as well. Isn't that true, Vincentius? Provided it doesn't alter the...
We have
the things that the mods don't touch. They just get passed through. Now, if you look, you can barely see it, but in this, let me see if I can see it if I put doors here. Yeah, you can almost see it on this, on my JEI, that the doors in JEI are the original doors without those new pieces that have been added on. They are the way the doors used to look. Ah, it is wild. I don't know how that could change without me updating. That's fascinating. Say that again? It can't. Yeah, we're all hallucinating. Mr. Villager is saying it's JEI, but JEI can't change the door. Vincentius is saying it can change the way the thumbnail appears, and it didn't. The thumbnail has the original door in it, but they can't change JEI, can't change Minecraft's vanilla door. Wow, now I have to go out. I'm gonna have to go out on Discord and say, did anyone else notice that? That is really wild. And yes, I think that's a timeline change. Oh no, I already know. If I went to one of my old videos right now, I would see the door, and it's not that door.
Or it is that door, and it is a timeline.
Or it is that door, and it is a timeline change. Wow. That's like a serious timeline change. So I have this thing, and I think I might have talked about it before, and that dementia is misunderstood, and it is a way of the body of dealing. This is just me, and if you want to call it a story, you can call it a story. But it is a way of a body dealing with the transition from being on the planet Earth to being someplace else. That's someplace else where people call heaven and la 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 la, or reincarnation or whatever. But for some people, that transition begins happening before they leave, depending on how they feel and how they deal with time. And it's a time thing, where some people begin to spend less and less time on the timeline that matches the timelines of the people that they have lived their entire life. And when that happens, it is described as dementia, that they are on a completely different timeline than the timeline that they were on the rest of their lives. It doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make it any more. It isn't less difficult for the people who are affected by it. It isn't less freaky when it happens for the people who are affected, the family members and people who are affected by it. But that's the way I look at it. And so it's a bit too Google type supposition. Yes, I know that. No, I'm not saying that. This is the way I look at it, and that's why I said it's a story. And so we have lots of timelines, and a lot of us have timelines where we are all in agreement, and that's why we can see each other. You can see on the internet, you can see something called the Mandela effect, and that is where there are things that happen that bunches of people, lots and lots of people, think happened, and everybody says no, it didn't. And one of the first times that it was really noticeable was the idea that Nelson Mandela had passed away before he actually passed away. And the fact that there were so many people convinced of that is the thing that I'm calling being on a different timeline. And that's the way I look at it. Now, science isn't going to agree with me. Science would have to, science is going to go, no, it's a disease, brains aren't supposed to be like that, la la la. We don't know anything about the brain in comparison to what the brain does. We barely have scratched the surface. So that is my idea, that's part of the reason why, they're starting to have medications and things like that, but it's one of those things. So what a normal person who's going to be, what's today? Who's 75 today. So a normal person who's 75 today would say, oh, I just didn't remember it right, or oh, I forgot, or no. There are some things that we do remember, and this is where dementia comes in. This is where this thing is. This is where they're going, no, I don't know you, or no, this isn't supposed to be like this, or no, I'm afraid. All of that has to do with a timeline change that they can see, that the person who's experiencing this can see. And so when I see stuff like that, instead of thinking I'm crazy or I'm sick, I think that's a timeline change. And it's a wonder. It's an actual wonder and it might keep you healthier than the stress of thinking that you're going crazy. And so yeah, so that is, yeah, I'm sorry, that's the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it. And Vincentius Primus and I have experienced some timeline changes that have been pretty crazy. And so we go, yep, that's a timeline change. That's a timeline. So every time you make a decision to do something, a timeline goes out in the direction of that decision, the way you've changed your life by every single decision that you make, every second. This is why the universe is expanding. This is me. This is my story. This has nothing to do with science. Science might agree on some level, but I'm not saying this is science. This is the way I feel about the way the universe works. But I think that the reason that the universe is expanding is because every single person on this planet adds a timeline, and there has to be some place for that timeline to exist. And so the universe expands exponentially to deal with those timelines. And yeah, that's me. So so at this particular point, that was just talking about the fact that there's this door, these doors that have been here forever. They have to. I haven't updated Minecraft. There's no way those doors could be there. But that is not the original spruce door that I'm looking at right now. That is not the original spruce door with those hinges being there like that. And so, yeah. And that is, although that's not a vanilla door, that's a domum ornamentum door. That actually is, so that doesn't count. That's a spruce door. Hold on. Nope, that's a domum ornamentum door. And I'm not confusing them. I can go here and get a spruce door, and it's not going to look the way I remember spruce doors to look. And so that's what I'm talking about. And so when things like that happen, this is a vanilla spruce door. And see this bar up here, I don't remember that being there. So yeah. So that's how I deal with what people call you not remembering properly or losing your mind or any of that kind of stuff. Oh, it's a new moon. Look, it's a new moon. Wow. Hold on, I've got stuff on me. Let me come over here for a second. Remember I had stuff on me? Let's go look at it for a minute. Mr. Villager, how is your TR project coming along? How's everything going? And let's come here and let's go to here and let's see what we've got. Dun 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 dun! Yay, we can do research. Look what we got. We got things. We can do research. Yay, team. Let's go to the stash box and let's put these two things away. And let's take these pieces and put them in the university. And I think I'm going to have to wait. I'm thinking about all the visitors there for a moment. But yeah. That is so funny. That is so funny. Why don't we change in here? There's nobody here right now. Hopefully a druid won't come in. And who else is done? Yay, Josiah finished the level 1. Yay, we have to go over and get him doing the next level. Let's go to become a survivalist and let's have, see, now we have hearts. And we'll go upstairs and we'll put these things in here. These things are for here. So I'm going to put them in And so the chickpeas. So once again, Aiden is taking some time off. That's interesting. Hayden, this is Hayden here. We're talking about the horticulturalist, Aiden, for the dry and hot greenhouse has been taking some time off. We'll have to see what's going on there. But right now we're coming to research. Let's look at economic. Remember, one of these is this, but I think we needed bamboo and kelp, and we got it. Look at that. Exotic pets gives access to +1 level of exotic pets. This is excellent. So we're going to do that. And then we got diamonds. We needed them for something. Let's look and see. Let me see the things that we got, that we put in here. Did we get golden apples? We did. So now we can finish once and for all the health of the civilians. And let's see, both taking a pause to avoid burnout. Okay, cool. Just concluded the butcher's clothing. And it shall be said, the red tones are delightful in comparison with the white cloth, if you know what I mean. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're doing, yes. That's going to be very interesting on the butcher. It definitely will be. Let's come over here. We're looking for health. I don't think we have the books yet. Nope, we need 128, and we couldn't order them because we were working, and we haven't ordered the cakes. But down here somewhere, we needed something. There it is. So this is the maximum level of healing saturation we're going to have. We're not doing this max. We're going to do the happiness one for that. So we're going to have them research that. So they're researching 4 of 5. What else do we have here? There was something else that we needed. This is nether quartz ore. What did we need that for? I don't have any blocks of coal yet, so we can't do that, and we don't have enough of some of the other things to do anything with. Gold ore, we don't have enough gold ore. We only have 16 and we needed 64. A leash on the hip for the remake might be a good idea. Yeah. Okay, that's an excellent, I can see that. I can see that. That would be nice, yes, having the lead on there. That would be very, very interesting. I don't think there's anything more I can do right now. Let's look at economy for a second and see if there's one more economic one that I can do. We're doing pets. Can't do bottomless inventory. We don't need buyers. And we really can't do this. The wheeler dealer increases the amount of items that can be traded per building. We're saving that for later. We don't have enough to do this yet. White glove service, we would need daiquiris. And the antique shop, we would need chorus fruit and rods. And we have some, but we haven't gotten enough of those things yet. So I think we're done with the things that we can work on right now. Chorus fruit, so we need 64, and we need chorus fruit for the economic one, right? I think so. So we're going to need 2. Bless you. And let's come here. We could still do inventory slots. We can still do workers learn 100%. We don't need those right now, and so I don't want to stress the place. Amazing veins needs gold ore, and steel bracing we can do. So we're going to make the tools 25% more, and that's the last one that we can do right now. So we have 5 of 5. And so it's going to take them a while to do that research, right, Hayden? it is. And so we're going to come out and continue. So one of the things that we need, we have a couple things that we need to work on. One of them is, do I want to go in? Let me go in here for a minute. So this is now a complete level 5, this building. And I want to go in and see the apartments now that I put the doors on. And we were talking about bringing the wood floor in and putting it in this apartment. And then having, there's the bed. So it's kind of like a dorm area. You can see the number of beds that are here. I don't think I want it to look like this. So I can't do anything about these, and I can't do anything. So this is going to be sad, because we're not going to be able to do anything with these beds the way they are. So we might as well leave them this way. Let's come up here and look. And up here is this area where that goes all the way up into the tower. Wow, look at this. And a druid can actually stand here and look at the building. That's nice. So we're inside the steeples, the towers of the cathedral, and we're looking out over the town from here. Let's come back down. This is in the housing, and there's this area here, and then the bedrooms. Now this is a balcony area that joins these two apartments together that are up here. And I saw this, there it is, and this doorway, and look at this. Ooh, nice. Look at this. This is really nice. This is in the cathedral. Can't wait for TR coming to Bedrock. I know. That's going to be, and that is Techtopia Reborn. And that is going to be so cool. Look at this little room here. And there's even some furniture in the hall for the room. It can be reached from both sides. I like that. And then we can take this hallway all the way down to this door, and this room is empty. This room or porch is just sitting here. We could add something to this porch if we wanted to. Some different kind of thing. This is not one of the choir, is it? Oh yes, this is the choir loft. This is the one that if you had the furniture, if you had it in a mod, and we don't have a mod that does that. Let's go back. I know I see him. We'll have to make sure that he's doing stuff. Aiden, so that we don't lose that crop. Let's come here and let's go back into this. I don't think we have any instruments. It would be nice if we did. Let's look for piano. Let's look for keyboard. There was a time when we had mods that had those pieces, and organ, RG. So none of those are there. So if we wanted to put something here, we would have to put in the note blocks, which are speakers, and we don't have speakers yet. We don't have speakers. We could have violins. We don't have those either. Horns. We don't have those. Oh, we have those. And we could have guitars. I think guitars still existed. Not the way they are now. They would be called lute. A lute is what they would be called. And we don't have any of those. This is Minecraft with no musical instruments, and nobody cares but artists. but it would be nice if we had some musical instruments. It absolutely would. It's a dining hall. The amount of furnaces correspond the rack and the seats, and the middle empty, perfect for putting the hut block. It's dining. It's probably meant to be a place for when the cathedral has events. That's where they come up, you know, like a community room where after the service people go. They can't go downstairs because that's the catacombs. So they go up there to eat. Accept a little bit of assistance in regards to what? In regards to what? The instruments, because if you're talking about a piano or something, or an organ, that would be very fun. But yes, on the other side, where we were, Mr. Villager is bringing up a good point, that this is the community center right here. So you know how after a service, sometimes there's food served and things like that. This would be this area where people can come afterwards and sit. For a rustic instrument can be arranged. I would like to see a rustic instrument. And then we want to put some seats probably for the choir in that other building. This is the alchemist here. And this is the building that this is the room that we're talking about that overlooks the altar area right down here. So this is where a choir loft would be, and it would be nice. I like the idea of that, Mr. Villager, and I'm fine with it. Yeah, let's do that. I would appreciate that. I would build something. Just remember it has to fit in the space, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 by 5 space, and there still has to be room for the choir to be here. So something that could go here. And speaking of something going here right now, let's go to the backpack and let's get a candlestick. And let's use the metal ones up here. And we're going to put in, did I take them all down? I sure did. Why do I do that? Wait, back to the game. Let's come here. I took them all down. I didn't need to take them all down. And so let's put this on the floor for a minute so that I can see what I'm doing. And then let's take this and this piece here. And there we go, like that. And let's take this off, and now let's put the candle there, and there we are. So there's the candlestick in the choir loft, and we can come back out. Now we can either go down this way, which is the way we're going to go, because we're going to look at the people who are sleeping. And there they are. There's Maisie, and that should be Carter. It looks like, no, Carter's right there. So this is Dar. Dar is one of the kids that they raised, and so Dar has been living with them. He doesn't have a partner or anyone yet. So but wait a minute. Wasn't it Dar who had a kid? Didn't Dar have a kid and Maisie helped raise the kid?
Time for a nap.
Yeah, I see. Let's look here. Oh, it wasn't his kid. It was someone from his family. In other words, an orphan came in, but from his family line, and so he raised the child, and Maisie and Carter helped, and the child was living here for that time period. Okay, put 3 note blocks in there. Okay, hold on. 3 note blocks in. No, don't want to go that way. Let's climb up to the other. Is it up here? No, I don't know how I got in here now. Hold on. There's another way to someplace. Ah, there it is. Let's come down here. 3 note blocks right there on the edge. Okay. 3 note blocks, 1, 2, 3 right here. Let's see what note blocks look like. How do I justify note blocks? Let's see what he's going to make them into. There's 3 note blocks. But they shouldn't be here. They should be at the back or the side. Let's put them behind. Let's put them here for a second. Remember, it's the organ. And then they did have organs, didn't they? That's right. There were organs. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Great. And now what? We'll find out in just a minute. This is going to be interesting. I want to see what what I'm building here. This will be very curious. Yeah, this is Dawn of Time, this right here. Wait, did they change the check? Do they change the texture when placed down? No. What in the world? Yeah, they look different, don't they? They look different. No, it's on the edge. It was right. It's for effectiveness. Okay. Okay. Those are note blocks, right? You said note blocks. Yeah. Okay, this is interesting. I need something else, don't I? The creepy face seems to darken before placed down. Oh, interesting. Hold on. Let me get one. Curious. Let's see. I don't know, but it does look different to me. Believe it or not. Those actually look different to me. This makes me want to check and see if Simon is doing something. But these are vanilla. These are actually vanilla. So there's note blocks and that's very curious. I'm just completely, the whole thing is really curious. Put an iron pressure plate and a black, put one iron pressure, one black stone pressure, and another iron one. Okay, let's get a pressure, and let's get an iron pressure plate. That's not iron, is it? I think it's supposed to be. And a black stone pressure plate. And do 1, 2, 3. Let's see what this looks like. So one in the middle. Shift and put one here. Shift and put one here. And one here. Okay. I've got that part. And then what happens? It is interesting. Okay. Are we making an organ? Because that would be fun. If we were making an organ, wouldn't we have to have a place in the center for the organ person to sit? That would be curious. No, it maybe should be the other way. I think we're gonna run out of time, Mr. Villager. Yep, it's an improvised organ. This makes me want to do more. I'd want to put something right here and then have the pipes are calling. We'd have to have pipes through here. What would we use for pipes? But we'd need something so that, for instance, the black pressure plate could go here on the floor, or the white or the metal one could go here like this, and put the black ones here. Hold on for a second. I want to see something for a second. Put one here and one here, and I don't think I can put that there. I would need to put panel maybe right there. It's on the other side for space for the pipes. Let me see how thick this wall is. I don't think we can put that. I think this is this wall.
The buffet at the restaurant is exquisite.
Oh, I'm glad, Maisie. I'm glad you like it. Maisie, are you not doing anything? She's not. That is that wall. So we wouldn't be able to do that. We'd have to bring it out to here and have the pipes be behind it. I like the idea of this. I want to work on this some more. Let me come here for a second. Let me put these away, and let me take these and put them away for now. Yeah, because the pipes should be behind. This whole area should be full of pipes for the size of this cathedral. And the question is, what would we make pipes out of? They have buffets. Yeah. What are you talking about? But yeah, I think I want to bring the organ out one, put this over here, put the lamp over here, bring the organ out to here, and put the pipes behind it. And this would be quite a project to figure out. No worries anymore, schematic on the way. Okay, and yeah, that's an interesting idea, and I'd like to do that. So I want someone to be able to sit in front of this, and a place for their feet, and then to have the pipes the way organs have pipes. And I know this is Minecraft, so it'll be interesting to see what we can do with it to make it look like it is in an organ in this cathedral. And there's the top of the cathedral right there. We can see behind us. And this is it, Mr. Villager. We can't do any more today. We've been on for 3 hours. Doggus is probably coming on right now on Twitch, but I don't see him. I don't have an indication, so he's not on today. He's been being pretty regular, but he's not on today. So we missed Drone Hands. Drone Hands has actually come back and been on. But see over there? See someone sitting on the other side? Hold on, I have to go over. That is so cool. I'm going over to see. I'm going over right quick to see before I leave. Look, there's someone actually sitting. Every time I see that roof, I think there's something. See? Look at this.
Need something?
Sutton. Hi. Sutton is one of the sugar farmers. No, it's a... I interrupted. Ah, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But he was sitting up there. He was sitting up there. Yes, so Mr. Villager, next time, for sure. Next time, for sure, that's what we're going to do. And that was so cool. He was sitting in the community hall that's upstairs in the cathedral. And then this is the choir loft that we're in right now. And thank you, everyone. Mr. Villager, obrigado. Stay warm. Mr. Villager is on the other side of the equator, so it is winter where he is. And stay warm. And yeah, I'm glad you're taking a little break so you don't get burned out. It's good. It's very good. Enjoy your games, everybody. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. Our next time that we're going to be in the world is going to be on Twitch. Aww. Thank you. Thank you. And so we will come back to there, and then we'll be back here in a day or two. So we've been listening to Vincentius Primus. That's who we've been listening to. Vincentius Primus's project, Excitable Me project with the mermaid music. And we're going to let him take us out right now. And so thank you, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye for now.